Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Janine McGowan, and I design cross stitch as the Blue Flower. This is my channel about cross stitch and dogs and cats and whatever else comes to mind. It is Saturday, the 6th of November. Thank you so much for joining me today. And we're getting right into it with stitching in action. I have lots of good submissions this time. First off, from Debbie. She has 3 finishes to show us. First, Halloween Parade on 28 count Heather. This one is finished with magnets in a large tray, which I love. Second, Debbie has Autumn Squirrel, and she finished that one on an old book, which is a great idea. Thank you, Debbie. I don't know about you, but I have a lot of older books around that I wouldn't necessarily read because they might be a little fragile, but I could maybe, find a place to put something on the top. That's a great idea. Thank you, Debbie. All right, Floofy, I'm gonna take a minute and move Pilsner down a bit. All right, then last one from Debbie. It's the same Autumn Squirrel, which I forgot to say she did with persimmon fabric from Fiber on a Whim. And this one she's shown with a little collection of squirrels. It looks so good. Awesome. So thank you so much for sharing those, Debbie. Next, we have Shelly. I feel like I'm just beside myself with all the fun stuff to share this time. All right, so from Shelly, she did Autumn Acorns, and you can see from the photo she changed up the colors wonderfully. I love it. You can see the pattern cover, the original very cool autumnal colors, and then she went with these lovely warm spring colors in her own silk. So thank you for sharing that, Shelly. What a great one. All right, last but not least, Allison sent Halloween Parade, and she stitched this on Boo fabric from NicholasFlamelDesigns using the called for DMC. And I have a bone to pick with Allison, as you'll see later, about that fabric. So thank you so much, Allison, for sharing that with us. All right, what I'm stitching, not very much. Obviously, I have to spend all my time petting cats. No, not really. I've just finished up some models, and I've been spending a lot of time designing for market primarily, and also working on 1 or 2 small things that are for exchanges that I can't show yet. So not a lot to show this time. We're going to jump right into Stash Spotlight. Okay. Now, I recently organized my linen, my fabric, by color rather than by maker, and it's because I wanted to see really what kinds of colors do I need and what kinds of colors do I have plenty of. And the answer is I probably have plenty of all of them, but I found that I, to no one's surprise at all, tend to buy a lot of green fabric. I probably have enough green fabric for a while. Maybe not. Is there ever enough? But that I could use some more neutrals. And so I boosted up a little bit and I ordered some wonderful ones. And when they came, they had this fabulous palette, which I thought went really well with the Black Sampler November that a lot of people are doing, hence my black shirt, my beautiful gray wig. So this is the palette, and the colors are, let's see, from darkest to lightest here. Black Swan from Fox and Rabbit. Pilsner, I don't think I need you to help me with this part, although they do look really good against you. All right, Black Swan from Fox and Rabbit. Ash from xJudesigns. Paper Bark from Fox and Rabbit. Mayflower from Fox and Rabbit. And Iced Coffee from xJudesign. So it's this beautiful set of lovely November colors. So that was a lot of fun. Now on to Allison and her Halloween Parade on Nicholas Flamel fabric. I have been looking at that fabric on Etsy for quite a while, but I've never bought any, and then I was gonna be good and focus on my neutrals and not buy any more fabric. And then Allison, she brought in her Boo collection. I asked her how she liked it, and she said it was great. And so I totally ordered more fabric. So these are all from NicholasFlamelDesigns, and I'll put the names in the comments. I don't know whether they offer necessarily the same fabric again or if it's all one-offs, but oh, these colors. Very autumnal, so I'm really enjoying these. These look good with you too, Pilsner. Yes. So, oh, this purple here. I can't get enough. So this is where my head is right now with all these beautiful things. So that's my stash spotlight, a giant pile of linen to go with all the linen I already have. But, it's nice to be able to have options and give choices, especially these days when doing a new design. I try to give alternate fabric suggestions because it's just so hard to predict what's going to be available when the design comes out. And then, as always, your shop is such a good resource for that. So they'll be able to guide you with something that you can get. Like I say, the best fabric is the one you can get. Okay, we had an unexpected break in filming because Pilsner decided to stop the recording for me. So I put him on the floor. Hopefully he'll keep himself amused, and I'm going to back up and go into the world around. This week I've chosen the Mexican gray wolf to talk about. Not because they're very interesting, which I think they are in their own right. They're intelligent, they have great hearing and eyesight, they cooperate very well. But the reason that I chose them is because I've been watching a lecture series about ancient civilizations in Mesoamerica. And it's a very limited amount of knowledge. It's something I wish I knew more about, but certainly one lecture series does not an expert make. But I was watching a section on Olmec art, and they were talking about the way that they could see, because the Olmec traditionally used an animal like a panther, and so when another animal crept in, they could see interactions with different groups of people, because as we do today with our stitching, they would put in the animals that lived around them, that they were familiar with, that they liked and valued. And so when a Mexican gray wolf appeared in Olmec art, I may be getting this wrong, but I believe they could tell that they were interacting with Zapotec people. And I was just thinking, this Mexican gray wolf is still living. Now it's critically endangered and people are working very hard to recover it from being lost altogether. But here's this wolf, the lobo, walking around Mexico, the southwestern United States, and it's like this little thread of history that goes all the way back through countless generations and lives, and was important enough that people would put it in their art that took a long time to make. And it really thrilled me to think that they're still here, that living history right there, and if we can manage not to lose them, hopefully they'll be here for quite a long time to come. So the Mexican gray wolf this time. All right, last week I had asked the question about favorite threads, and I got lots of wonderful answers. Thank you all for sharing some great tips for things I'd like to try, or things I already have in my stash but haven't yet tried, so I'm looking forward to some of those. My question this week then is about something from the past that moves you, something you love, you hate, something that just makes you kind of feel the weight and expanse of history on you. Could be something personal, something big, something tiny, whatever it is. So I'd just love to hear from you. All right, best thing this week. First off, I'm getting really excited for market. And I know nothing is guaranteed, and especially for the international designers and shops, international travel is a bit up in the air at the moment, but I'm starting to feel like it might likely happen. So I'm really excited, and that's my best thing. And I'm starting to finish the designs that need to be ready for market, so that really helps with me getting excited about it as well. But I'm so looking forward to being with everybody in person, seeing the models, talking to the shop owners, all of it. I'm very excited. I can't wait. And since I've just put out my last new releases for this year, I'm going to go ahead and really just focus on getting things for market and the following release sessions. So, which brings me to the giveaway. Since I did 4 new releases last time, I drew 4 winners from people using the comment sparkle, and let me just say, you all sparkle. You bring so much joy to me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your sharing your time and your sparkles. So we have 4 winners. These winners will get to pick one of any of my designs. It doesn't have to be the new ones. First off, Vivian Wilshire. Oh, thank you, Pilsner. Pilsner's helping with the announcement. Next, Regina Danner. Next, Jenny Lowe. And finally, Diane Mazur. I may be pronouncing that improperly, so Diane, let me know. All of you, congratulations. Just get in touch with me. Send me a message with your address and which chart you'd like to have, and I will get that in the way to you. So thank you. The giveaway for this week, just a little one, but something kind of seasonal. I've got this beautiful skein of thread from Gloriana. Pilsner's going to be my model here. Yes, you're a love. Don't get cat fur on the thread for someone else. This has lovely autumn colors in it. Those golds and auburns and greens and reds. It looks like fall leaves to me. It's called Topiary. So to win this one, use the word shrub in your comments, and I look forward to the creative ways you're going to manage to do that. That'll be great to see. So shrub, and you can win the beautiful Gloriana topiary silk. All right, last thing, since I think Pilsner's not going to want anything less than my full attention very soon, announcements. Just one quick one. I have new stickers. Now, if you've bought a new design from a shop recently, not a PDF, but a hard copy, I've been putting a little sticker in, and I just designed a new one. And here it is. Yeah, we got a little, it's the house from Huckleberry Farm. So it's something I'm doing to support shops. If you are able to buy a hard copy from a shop, and obviously I know for some international customers that's not as easy, but periodically I'll just design a new sticker and start putting it in everything that goes out, and hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining me today. We have puppy video at the end as usual. I was a little extra bouncy this time, so lots of running greyhound photos. Thank you again so much for spending your time with me. I need to obviously take care of this cat, but I look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks, and I hope you have a lovely weekend.